the excitement of having AI that can navigate and look at documents and web pages and whatever, more like a human is very interesting. And we are basically moving away from having a large pre-processing pipeline for every type of document, but rather using something like ColPali to find the relevant information, and then either using a VLM to get the information or immediately answer questions about it, or run the post-processing or the extraction pipeline only on the relevant parts, which, especially if you have large copy of documents, will save you a lot of time. And to make it a little bit more tangible, like what could you use this for? What I'm at the moment working on is using it for especially annual report, so long financial documents where you have a lot of graphs, a lot of tables, but also a lot of text. And most of the time, for me, the interesting information is rather hidden in one of the table or one of the graphs and not in the text. So I basically need to find them and then extract the information. But because in an annual report, there are often like 20 different tables, at least, for different types of information. So I basically want to identify the relevant table and then basically extract the table, post-process it, and use it further down the road. And I think you can apply that to a lot of different areas. So for example, medical records, government reports, but also legal documents, academic papers. I have like a whole list of those. Product catalogs, technical manuals, like everywhere where you have a mix of images, tables, text, you might be better off using something like ColPali, especially down the road as the vision language models get better, and not doing all documented extraction. But at the same time, when you have like predominantly text and the information you need in your application is in the text, you should probably stick with the current paradigm and run an extraction, because text extraction with something like AWS text extract, it's pretty good. One more exciting area is something Scott Belsky, the chief, I'm not sure what's his position, but he's at Adobe, mentioned, is basically having a better onboarding experience for software products. And I think using something like ColPali and vision language models could be very interesting for that, because these models are basically looking at the software products like a human would. So they might be more interesting for actually demonstrating the different use cases and especially answering specific questions the user has or guiding him to the specific target. And why I think this is relevant, because most often in software, it's important when he signs up to the product to get him to his target as fast as possible or to value as fast as possible. And when you can guide him specifically on the goal he has, this could be very interesting. But yeah, so for now, I think like ColPali has so much potential. Whether it's already there in terms of like applying it as embedding models are, I don't think so, because embedding models are pretty optimized already. Like you have so many different indices which optimize for the retrieval, and ColPali doesn't have that yet. They're already working on it, like especially you at Vespa with his bitwise Hemming, but we will probably see so much development that probably in like the next few months we will see like some form of efficient computation over ColPali embeddings and an efficient storage. And yeah, I'm excited for it.